Hello and welcome. You're watching Misabah 24. I'm Misabah Bhat with the National News Bulletin. Polling started peacefully in Goa and Uttarakhand for single-phase assembly election and in Uttar Pradesh for second of the seven-phase assembly election. The polling will continue till 6 p.m. All the necessary facilities and security arrangements have been made to ensure free and fair polling during this phase. In view of the pandemic, the Election Commission has decided to extend the poll timing by 1 hour in all assembly constituencies. In Uttar Pradesh, there are a total of 2.02 crore eligible voters in this phase. In all, 23,404 polling stations have been set up in the concerned constituencies. 586 candidates are in fray for 55 assembly seats spread over 9 districts of the state. 1 crore 8 lakh male voters and 94 lakh female voters along with 1,269 voters of third gender are deciding the political fate of 586 candidates including 69 women candidates in this phase of elections today. A total of 2,34,000 a total of 23,404 polling booths have been set up for this phase of elections, including 252 others polling stations and 127 all-women workers polling places. In Goa, 301 candidates, including 26 women, are contesting for 40 seats, out of which 1 seat is reserved for the scheduled castes. Goa has a total of over 11.6 lakh electors. 1,722 polling stations have been set up across the state for their convenience. In Uttarakhand, polling in one phase for all 70 assembly seats began at 8 a.m. this morning. A total of 632 candidates are in the electoral fray in the state. More than 81 lakh voters will cast their votes at 11,647 polling stations across the state today. In view of the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic and rising cases of Omicron variant across the country, Election Commission has laid focus on COVID-safe elections with maximum participation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that polling will be held across Uttarakhand, Goa and in parts of Uttar Pradesh today. In a tweet, Modi called upon all those who are eligible to vote today to do so in record numbers and strengthen the festival of democracy. Home Minister Amit Shah has asked the people of Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Goa to vote in large numbers. In a tweet, Shah said only a stable, decisive and corruption-free government can ensure the development of the state. He appealed to all the voters that their one vote will decide the bright and secure future of the state. The Indian Space Research Organization ISRO has launched the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle PSLV C-52 early this morning today from the first launch pad of Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. The PSLV C-52 mission has also injected 3 satellites into the orbits. The chairman ISRO CS Somnath has said that the launch was precise with all the 4 stages being perfect. He thanked the PSLV team for the successful launch. Prime Minister and senior BJP leader Narendra Modi will address a public rally in Akbarpur in Kanpur Dehat, Uttar Pradesh today. He will also address a public meeting at Jalandhar in Punjab. BJP President Jagat Prakash Nadda will address public meetings at Aurangabad, Lakhimpur, Kheri and Fatehpur in Uttar Pradesh today. More than 172 crore 81 lakh COVID vaccine doses have been administered under the nationwide vaccination drive so far. The Health Ministry said over 49 lakh 16,000 doses were administered yesterday. Over 44,000 new cases were recorded in the last 24 hours and more than 1 lakh 17,000 recoveries were recorded during the same period. The recovery rate stands at 97.55%. 684 deaths were reported in the last 24 hours. Delhi schools has reopened for nursery to class 8 from today. In the first phase, classes from 9th to 12th were reopened in a hybrid mode, both online and offline last Monday. In its guidelines, Delhi Disaster Management Authority DDMA had asked schools for ensuring and monitoring proper cleaning and sanitation facilities in the school. Students, teachers and other staff must wear masks at all times. and social distancing is to be maintained at all times in the staff rooms. In Kerala, schools, Anganwadis and kindergartens reopened today after an interval of 2 years, as COVID-19 transmission has recorded a sharp decline. Classes will be held in adherence to COVID-19 protocols. Regular classes for standard 1 to 9 will be conducted from morning to noon in different batches till 19th of this month. Regular classes for students up to 12th standard with full strength will restart from the 21st. Schools have been asked to function on all days except Sundays and public holidays. Labour and Employment Minister Bhupender Yadav has laid down the foundation stone of 500-bed Hospital of Employees State Insurance Corporation (ESIC) in Manesar, Haryana. The hospital will be built on 8-acre area at the cost of 500 crore rupees. Around 6 lakh workers from Gurugram and neighbouring districts of Mahendragarh, Nuh, Rewari will get treatment facility through this hospital. Speaking on the occasion, Yadav announced the adoption of equal pay scale policy for doctors of central and state-supported ESIC hospitals and dispensaries. He said another medical college under ESIC will be established in Alwar. In Bihar, all COVID-19 related restrictions have been lifted from today in view of overall improvement in COVID-19 pandemic situation in the state. The State Home Department has said all schools, colleges, coaching institutes will operate with full attendance. The department has issued new guidelines regarding functioning of institution and other services. According to new guidelines, public transport vehicles, parks, cinema halls, clubs, gyms, malls, shops, parks, zoos, government and private offices have been allowed to operate with 100% capacity. In Manipur, the scrutiny of nomination papers for the Phase 2 polls will be held today. 96 nomination papers were filed from 22 assembly constituencies of 6 electoral districts of the state till last date of filing nomination papers. The last date of withdrawal of candidature is February 16 for this phase and voting will be held on March 5. Wangkhem Assembly constituency of Thobal district witnessed highest number of filing nomination papers for the second phase. 8 nomination papers were filed in this assembly constituency while 7 nomination papers were received in Tengnopal assembly constituency. Thane has reported 156 new cases of coronavirus, raising the infection tally in the district to 707,222, an official said on Monday. These new cases were recorded on Sunday. One more person also succumbed to the viral infection, which pushed the death toll in the district to 11,846. The COVID-19 mortality rate in Thane is 1.67%. In neighbouring Palghar district, the COVID-19 case count has gone up to 1,63,138, while the death toll stands at 3,390. That's all for today. Keep watching Misabah 24.